Hello friends, this video on Basic Geometrical Ideas Part 11 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now we will learn about naming an angle. How do we name an angle? Now you might ask, what is the need of naming an angle? Why do we even need to name an angle? So let us think of a practical scenario. Let us say that in your class there are some 50-60 students. And how does your teacher recognize or distinguish each student? Because when you look at all the students in your class, if there are some 50-60 students, you might remember them by face. That is fine. But let's say when the students are not present and the teacher is trying to refer to someone, so how will the teacher refer to that particular student? Let's say that the teacher is referring about a student to the principal. Maybe the teacher is appreciating a particular student to the principal. So how will the teacher tell that which student is she talking about? Will she tell something like this, that tall, fair and thin student I am talking about? Because there might be many students who are tall, there might be many students who are thin. So that's not an appropriate way of distinguishing a particular student out of 50 or 60 students. So what is a better way? So a better way is every student has a name, and that is how they are being recognized. Now let's say if the teacher is talking about somebody whose name is Ram. So the teacher would say that I'm talking about Ram, who is doing really well in his studies and his behavior is very good in the class. And it becomes so convenient to distinguish a particular student, right? So what do we see from here? We see that naming students is very useful. That's because when you name students, it becomes easy to distinguish them, it becomes easy to identify them, it becomes easy to refer them. In a similar way, when we deal with angles, now in geometry we will deal with many varieties of shapes. Now there would be shapes like the shape of a kite, there would also be shapes like the shape of a star. Now do you think that in this shape of the star, how many angles are involved, do you think? So just give it a thought. Let us quickly look at the angles that are being formed in this star. This is one angle, this is another angle, this is yet another angle, this is an angle, this is also an angle. So you see there are so many angles which we can very evidently see that is formed within this star. So almost 10 angles. Now let's say that if I am telling something about this particular angle. Now how do I identify this angle? I need to have a name for this angle, right? So when we come across more complex geometrical shapes, we come across more angles inside them. So it becomes very important to identify those angles, to distinguish those angles from other angles. And that is why it is very, very important to name an angle, because there are multiple angles involved in a geometrical figure. So you take any geometrical figure, whether it is a star, it is a triangle, it is a pentagon, it is a kite. So everywhere you have multiple angles. So how do we name an angle? Now while naming an angle, the process is very simple. It is just that you need to remember one thing, that the vertex is always written as the middle letter. Now by now you know what is a vertex, right? Let's look at this triangle. That is a closed structure made up of 3 sides, right? So ABC is a triangle here. In this case, how will you name this angle? Now the first thought that would come to your mind is, this is angle A. Now you might say that a simple way of naming this angle would be angle A. This is how we can name it. It's pretty simple as well. But do you think that this is the ideal way to name this angle? Okay, now let me ask you a few more questions. Let us assume that this is the right way to name this angle. Now if I ask you, what will you call this angle? Because this is also an angle, right? So what would you call this angle? Now again, this is also angle A, but it is the exterior angle because it is located outside the triangle. Now let me ask yet another question. Let us suppose that inside the triangle you also have a line like this. Now if I ask you, what would be this angle? Will you call this angle as angle A and this angle also as angle A? Because it is no more angle A. Right? This angle is definitely lesser than this angle. So how would you name this angle? So again, you are in a situation which is like, contradicting what you had told before. So what do you think should be a better way of naming the angle? Therefore, we always name an angle with all the 3 letters. Now instead of A, so this is not the right way. The right way would be angle BAC. This is the right way, or this could also be angle CAB. Any of these should be fine as long as the vertex remain at the center. Now here, when we are talking about this angle, so this is the vertex, right? Because this is the point where these 2 rays AB and AC meet. So the vertex, that is point A, should always remain at the center. And then you can either call it as angle BAC or you can call it as angle CAB. So both are equally perfect. But writing angle A is not a very good way of naming an angle. Therefore, an angle should always be named in such a way that the vertex is always written as the middle letter. Now let us look at another example. So here we see a pentagon, that is a figure with 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and therefore you also have 5 angles here. Now let's say if I ask you to name this angle, how would you name this angle? Will you call it angle E? No, that is not the right way. So you can either call it as angle AED or you can call it as angle DEA, right? Because for angle, this is the vertex. So that means this angle is formed by these 2 rays. So you can either call it as AED or you can call it a DEA. Let's do few more exercise. How would you name this angle? Now for this angle, this is the vertex. So this angle is formed by this ray CD and this ray CB. So you can call it as angle BCD or you can also call it as angle DCB. But make sure that C, which is the vertex, is always written as the middle letter. So this is how we name an angle. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.